Well, unfortunately, the bull at J-Bar Angus in Hallettsville just didn't pan out this year. But no worries. Thank you to Mark Yannick and his family for showing me around their facilities. Very impressive. And I look forward to going to their December sale later this year and shooting some video so that you guys can see what goes down there. But in the meantime, I still need a bull. And so I reached out to a couple of good friends of mine, Richard Simpson and Susan Krieger. And it just so happens that they have two young bulls that they just acquired and they only need one. So they sent me some photos of their youngest bull is an 18-month-old Angus, not too sheathy. Looks like he's got some good conformation. He's been trick and semen tested, so I know he's good to go. So I'm headed over there now to go take a look and see if I like him. Hopefully I do, and if so, I'll go ahead and pay for him and bring him back. So with that said, let's go check it out. If you watched my last video, then you know that some of the things to consider when purchasing a commercial or herd bull are its birth weight or calving ease EPD values, its weaning weight and yearling weight EPDs, its temperament, and whether it has a good overall conformation or appearance. Experienced cattle producers have a long list of traits they look for in terms of conformation. But generally speaking, you want to make sure the bull does not look too thin, for example having its ribs showing. It should have wide shoulders and a relatively short and stocky neck. It should have a strong, wide, and relatively flat back, not roached or sway back. Its front and rear legs should be parallel with hooves turned slightly outward. It should have a tight sheath area under its abdomen, and it should have a relatively large straight scrotum. In addition, you should confirm that any bull you purchase has been trick and fertility tested. Having confirmed that this young bull had been tested and appeared to be in great shape, I was excited to meet with Richard to see the bull in person. So, tell me what you got, Richard.
Got a younger bull over here.
Okay.
He's a SAV resource bull.
Okay.
Young, about 18 months old. I haven't had him that long, and my heifers are about too far out to start right now. So
okay.
I thought I
might sell him and wait.
Postpone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got this one.
That's right. There you go. There you go.
He's a good one though.
Awesome.
You'll like him.
And there he was, just relaxing under some oak trees. I like how he didn't spook when we walked into the corral.
We can throw him in the horse pen because I like gentle. Gentle's my favorite color.
That's exactly my favorite color too.
He's still a baby. He's about 18 months old.
Okay. As I got a closer look, the bull appeared to be in really good shape. He was not too thin or sheathy, had a relatively flat back with decent shoulders, neck, and hocks, good leg conformation, and a large scrotum. Yeah, he looks great. Now my ladies are bigger, you know that. So, but I hear that. I hear Angus, they get after it.
They can bounce.
They can bounce.
And I was going to show you where the semen come from. This is his daddy.
Oh wow. Oh wow, he's stout. As Richard explained to me, the sire for this young bull, SAV Resource 1441, is well known in the cattle industry for producing low birth weight bulls with super high weaning and yearling weights, as well as excellent docility. So I really lucked out. Let's go make it happen.
I will let you talk to the ranch manager. She's mowing the yard.
Okay. How you doing, Susan? Doing well. I think I'm gonna take a young bull off your hands if you'll let me. He is pretty. Richard said I have to talk to the boss to make the deal, so I'm talking to the boss. How you doing? Doing well. After finalizing everything with Susan, Richard and I made a plan to meet up at the Gonzales vet the following morning to get the young bull freeze branded. Well, Richard just called and told me that he is heading over to Gonzales with the bull. We're gonna head to the vet to have the bull branded. And I actually have my brand with me. You can see that here. This is my logo that I use for all of the cows on my property to indicate that they belong to me. So I'm gonna take that with me and we're gonna go over there and see how the freeze branding process goes. Looking forward to it. So let's go ahead and head on over there. As I was heading to the vet, it just so happened that I ended up behind Richard. I decided to pass him so that I could get to the clinic first, and as I did so, I noticed that he had more than just my young bull in the trailer. As I was passing, I noticed that in addition to my bull, he's got a couple of other cows or heifers or something in the back, So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm gonna go ahead and get to the clinic first, and then we'll get down and see whatever Richard's got going on. I'm almost there. Looking forward to seeing how this freeze branding process goes. As I pulled into the parking lot of the Pecan Grove Vet Clinic, I noticed that there was a mobile horse farrier there. Since I don't have horses, I was curious to get a closer look before Richard showed up. I guess it's fairer to say there's a lot more to trimming and shoeing horses than I had imagined. It appears that the horse didn't like my dad joke either. Just then, I noticed Richard had pulled up, so I went over to greet him. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Got your little traveling companion here.
I got 2 of them.
Oh, who is this?
This is sister.
Sister, hey sister. And who do you have in the back?
Hank.
Hank?
Hank goes everywhere.
Your dog.
My dog. Sister's one just too quick not to keep out of the truck.
So I guess you're gonna brand some more?
No, I'm gonna cat food vaccinate them. And
Okay.
then turn them out, and I thought I'd swing by your place and get your bull out and take them on to where they go.
Gotcha.
He was with the cows for a little bit.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take Richard.
Is that right? He's ready and raring to go? Richard and I headed inside to confirm that the vet was ready for us before pulling the trailer around to the chute.
All right, I'll back up and unload.
And as we walked out, Richard commented on the farrier's trailer.
You do know what to do, right?
Did you really? How about that? Speaking of trailers, it was time to move Richard's into position to unload the animals for the vet. And as you can see, Richard has done this once or twice before. That'll play.
Not a rookie.
No, it's not your first rodeo. With the trailer in position, Richard was able to unload my bull. He then pushed the bull all the way to the front pen near the squeeze chute. Hey there, Mr. Bully Bull. This may be the only time I get to pet you. After the bull was secured, Richard offloaded his heifers. As you will see in the video, the vet clinic has a nifty crowd pen device for holding cattle until they can be worked. I sure do wish I had one of these at my ranch. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Dr. Withers? Yeah, Mike Perez. Nice to meet you. Yeah, just the bull. Dr. Withers put my brand into liquid nitrogen to cool it down for the freeze branding process. He then opened up the hydraulic squeeze chute and proceeded to lock the bull into position. So I was telling him, I like it on the left hip, so anywhere in there.
Anywhere other than there?
Correct, yes. While we waited for the brand to cool down, Richard took out the prior ear tag and helped me ear notch the bull for ease of identification later. Dr. Withers then began to prep the bull for branding, which included a quick trim of the area. After the trim, Dr. Withers pulled out some swabs to thoroughly clean the area. I asked him why this was necessary since the bull was only being freeze branded.
This is just rubbing alcohol that kind of gets some dirt out of the way, gets you to clean your contact, but also helps cool the skin off. So.
Gotcha. It was then time for the freeze branding.
$1 straight up, correct?
Yes, sir.
The trick is even pressure is what you're going for all the way across everything. That's why I try to find a flat spot.
Okay. As we waited, Dr. Withers explained that freeze branding, while producing less of a scar, does have to be applied for longer than a hot brand. However, a hot brand can end up being hidden under the animal's hair as it grows out, making it harder to identify later. So, arguments can be made for both methods.
It's either way, I do both. I freeze brand my horses and I hot brand my cattle.
Look at that.
You don't feel it, you know, it's just old right in there.
Yeah, it is.
It'll look like this for a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll thaw out, and then it'll puff up. It'll be puffy for today, and tomorrow it'll be gone. I'll start peeling
it'll peel just like, you know, hot brand would, and then it'll start coming in white. So, you know, you're looking at 30-60 day process.
30 to 60 days, okay.
Because what we're going for is killing the pigment in that hair.
Gotcha.
So it comes back white. So like I'll do a light colored animal, like a gray horse, like this. Freeze brand that horse, I would leave it longer so you actually kill the hair follicle itself instead of just the pigment, and it'll come back bald like a hot brand.
How long do you have to leave it to do that?
Like I usually do 30 seconds on a horse, so I'll probably do 60.
Okay, so not much longer.
Not much longer. The thing with cattle, the skin is a lot thicker.
Right.
I'll leave it longer. It depends on whether you got a copper or brass iron versus steel iron and all that stuff. So he's good. He doesn't need anything else, huh?
Yes, sir, that's it.
Okay.
When Dr. Withers opened the head gate, we were both surprised that the bull didn't move. It looked like he had been taking a nap. He eventually snapped out of it, and Dr. Withers moved him into a side pen so that he could work on Richard's heifers next, and then load them into the trailer first. As I mentioned earlier, Richard was having his heifers calf hood vaccinated, which means inoculated for brucellosis. Brucellosis can cause a heifer to lose her young calves through spontaneous abortion, or it can cause reduced milk production. It can also lead to infertility of bulls that mate with an infected female. So it's a good idea to get this done before heifers are bred for the first time. In addition, only licensed veterinarians can give this vaccine, and they must ear tag and tattoo the animals to show that they have been treated. One down and one to go. Easy peasy, heifer squeezy.
I didn't realize you tattooed them too. That's awesome.
They get a tattoo. That's just they lose the tag. The tattoo's with them forever.
Yeah.
It's got an R, which is the strain of the vaccine we use. It's RB51.
Okay.
Brucellosis vaccine. It's got a V with a shield in it. That means a veterinarian did it. And it's got a 3, which is the year they were done. So.
How about that?
Anyway, so that'll be there forever. They get a tag. It's just considered a permanent ID.
Right.
They don't stay
permanent.
With all 3 animals done, it was time to load up. Having been poked and prodded all morning, the young bull was a little wound up. Fortunately, he made a beeline for the trailer. All that was left to do was pay the bill.
All right, I just paid, and we're now gonna head to the house to drop the bull off. I got my brand back, still cold. Not cold, but feels cool. Feels nice on a hot day like today. So anyway, Richard's taking off. I'm gonna meet him at the house, and we'll go ahead and unload that bull.
Surprisingly, I beat Richard to my house, but soon enough, he showed up. And my dogs were excited to meet the newest addition to the ranch. As soon as the trailer compartment was open, off he went, no doubt glad to be back out in the pasture.
Thank you, Richard.
See y'all.
Take care. All right, so the bull is just kind of getting adjusted to his new environment, and in the next day or so, I'll introduce him to the ladies so that they can get acquainted. I wanted to say thank you again to Mark Yannick and his family for allowing me to look at their bulls. They've got a really great facility, and I'm sorry this one didn't work out, but I look forward to that December sale. Thank you again to Richard, Simpson, and Susan Krieger for letting me buy this little guy. He's gonna be a really good addition to the herd. He's got great genetics, great disposition, and he looks to be in really good shape. And thank you again to Dr. Withers at Pecan Grove Vet Clinic in Gonzales. He did a fantastic job today, explained everything really well. Really, really nice guy. And if you have anything that you need and you're in this area, I highly recommend that you go check out Dr. Withers at Pecan Grove Vet Clinic in Gonzales. And thank you to all of you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that notification bell so you'll be informed of new content as I release it. And until next time, take care.
If you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up below. You can also check out one of my other videos here, and stay up to date by subscribing to my YouTube channel right here. Until next time, I'll see you on the ranch.